let's talk about Slayer. This is starting to be over. Kerry King's Slayer reunion will not translate into recording and touring. Is anyone surprised with that? He just released a solo album.
Yeah.
Kerry, I thought this was interesting because we'll get to it like at the end a little bit, but we'll talk about it when we get there because I think this is an interesting topic too. Kerry King has revealed that Slayer's upcoming festival shows will not translate into recording and touring for the legendary thrash metal act. 5 years after Slayer played the last concert of what was being billed as the band's farewell tour. It's like almost like a scam tactic now for these bands. They're like, we're doing a retirement tour, but we'll be back in a couple years. It's like Ozzy's done it like 4 times.
No, I mean, Ozzy, yeah, like Ozzy, I saw Ozzy in 92 and it was the No More Tours tour.
Right.
And then we can't forget about the kings of it, which is Kiss.
Motley, yeah, the kings of retiring, and Motley Crue just did it too.
I mean, Kiss has like been on their farewell tour for like how long?
Yeah. Gene Simmons is a national treasure, though. I stand by that statement. 5 years after Slayer played the last concert was being billed as band's farewell tour, and just weeks after Slayer guitarist unveiled the details of his solo project, Kerry and his longtime bandmates announced they will play at the Aftershock, Riot Fest, and Louder Than Life festivals in September and October. Probably because it's good money, but I don't fault them for that because it's not like you're making shit on streaming.
No, exactly.
King addressed the Slayer reunion while speaking to UK's Metal Hammer magazine about his upcoming debut solo album, From Hell I Rise, which will be released on May 17th via Reigning Phoenix Music, admitting that the announcement of Slayer's comeback was not my favorite timing. Kerry said that the Slayer reunion is not going to translate into recording, and it's not going to translate into touring. For me, it's 3 shows marking 5 years since our final shows, a fun, hey, remember us from before the pandemic celebration. Kerry went on to say that he still has not spoken to Slayer bassist vocalist Tom Araya since the news of the band's reunion was announced. It's not like I'm angry with him or anything, King clarified. We're very different people, and we've evolved into business partners at the end of the day. He has very different interests from me and very different outlooks. Does that make me hate him? No, but I don't need to talk to him every day. We just don't have much in common. When it comes to time to rehearse, I'll have no problem showing up. We're professionals, and that's what we do. When Kerry's solo project was first announced, King told Rolling Stone that he was almost positive he and Tom would never resurrect the band. I can pretty much 100% say no because I have a new outlet and it's not Slayer, but it sounds like Slayer. King said of a potential Slayer reunion. The lineup for Slayer's comeback will be the same as the one which last toured in 2019. Araya and King, along with guitarist Gary Holt, who's a longtime thrash legend, and longtime drummer Paul Bostaph. So this is the part I think is interesting. Days after Slayer's reunion was announced, Tom Araya's wife wrote on social media that she harassed him for over a year before he agreed and finally to play more shows with the band. We shared that news with Slayer's awesome managers and they did the rest, she explained. So yes, without Tom, it would not have happened. Without me bugging him, it would not have happened. Both Gary and his wife, Lisa Holt, were among hundreds of people who liked Sandra's Instagram post, with Lisa sharing 3 heart emojis in response to Sandra's message. So the thing I think is funny about this is, first of all, the wives are like all up in it now. But second of all, social media posts like and responses are news items. Like, he posted 3 heart emojis.
Well, what it comes down to, I feel like, is Tom's wife she needs somebody to pay off her credit card.
I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but it's cool. I mean, to me, it's like, I think it's cool that his wife is like that encouraging of it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was funny that the wife was bugging him to get something done. That's like every marriage.
Yes. He's like, Tom, you need to take the garbage out and play a reunion show with Slayer.
Because she's sick of him being in the house. Because like when you retire, you get him in the house all the time. And so
that's
like,
the news article right there.
Yeah, get the hell out of the house and go back on tour so I can have my life back.
That should be the headline here. Slayer to play reunion tour because Tom Araya's wife needs him to leave the house.
Yes.
The same day that Slayer's comeback was announced, Holt's wife, Lisa Holt, took to her social media to write, yes, it's true, and an exciting adventure for the band and fans. To all the people saying they're liars and they must have ran out of money, it's not Slayer without so and so, I have an idea for you all. Don't go. And for all the people who did go to the final tour dates and enjoyed it, awesome. This isn't a tour, it's some dates, and it's great news," she added. "And everyone that thinks they know all the inside info you can't possibly know. So just enjoy the fact that this amazing band will play some amazing shows this year, or don't. Nobody cares."
Yeah.
I mean, she's right.
Yeah.
But it is also just hilarious that the band's wives are like their social media like advocates now.
Well, it's just funny that the press recognizes their wives as much as they do them.
Right. They're like, she replied with 3 heart emojis on Sandra's post.
Yeah, we got
In other news,
how many emojis was it?
only 3. If she had put 4, that would have meant that they're going to tour. But
I mean, for me, what this comes down to is Kerry King is still very much into the metal scene, and he wants to still make music. What it says to me is Tom wants to do his own thing and is completely just happy with the legacy that Slayer left. And he wants to garden or crochet or do whatever he wants to do. I don't know.
can you imagine Tom Maria?
Yeah.
Tom Maria gardening?
Yeah. And so, I mean, for me, it's like, if he wants to do that, it's great. If they do we need to expect new music from Slayer? No. Do we?
Yeah,
if they play some shows and stuff like that, that's cool. People who didn't get to see him then can go see him, and that's the cool part about it. They don't need to make new music and be relevant to be relevant. You know what I mean?
This is Tom Maria in the garden trying to get the carrots.